He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. And welcome to Tell Your Girl She Got a Smell. I am trying to maneuver this story the best way possible. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know which story it was in because I have a lot of stories on this mug. I don't know where I said it, but I know I told you guys. I don't know if it was in a vlog or if it was in a story time. I know I told you guys like I get along better with men than I do with women. Like I hang out with more men than I do women. Like we just cool, we just vibe. Like, and it is not even on a sexual type situation. Men trust me, I guess, because you know, like I don't tell a business. I don't tell their business. Like it was a lot of times where females would be like, "Oh, she's sleeping with him. She's sleeping with him," and the whole time, like I'm setting him up with a whole different chick, or he's asking me like, "Why is she responding like this? How should I do this?" Or like, I didn't judge them. So like it was cool. Like they trust me type situation. Real talk. Like I can count on one hand how many dudes that I messed with in like in my hometown. And it was like everybody else, like we was really just on some cool type stuff. Like that stuff that's going around be like when he called her sis, like no. He called me sis, it's sis. Like real sis. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing. Not on my end, anyway. So, yeah, so, like, dudes would tell me something. Like, I knew a lot of stuff about certain females, or I just knew about certain things. Yeah. So, it's story time. Of course, we're in high school. Yeah, of course, we're in high school. So, the dude that I'm talking about, he's from the city. I live in the country. He's from the city. Right? So, he's from the city and he is interested in one of the girls that I know. So, he wants to, you know, go out with her. He wants to hook up or whatever. And I was like, nope. And so he was like, why? And I was like, I'm not going to be a part of that because if this doesn't go well, I don't want to be the one that get the backlash. So if it don't go well, like it's on your own. It's on your own. Like it's on your own. Like you on your own. I don't have to worry about that. You on your own. Like you can't be like, man, it's your fault. You hooked me up with her. Man, why you ain't tell me? I don't want to hear none of that. It's you on your own. Figure it out yourself. Find somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. It's above me now. I'm not doing it. So figure it out. I don't know how, but figure it out because it's not me. I'm not going to do it. And so he was like, man, then he's like, what's hater back then? It wasn't hater. It was blocking. But you a hater. YouTube purposes. You a hater. You hating. You just don't want me to have her. And I was like, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, like, if this does not go well, I just don't want to. I don't want to be the one to. I don't want to hear. I don't want to be the blame. I don't, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So anyway, like you was trying your hardest, like to get this girl. This girl was kind of popular. It wasn't kind of. She was popular. So you was trying your hardest to get her, and she was giving you the cold shoulder. She wasn't feeling you. She wasn't saying nothing. Like she was laughing in your face. And I told you, I was like, take that as a sign. Take that as a sign. Let it go. Let it be. Please, just let it go. Don't take that as a sign. You didn't want to listen to me. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. You want to say what you want to say. It's like, no, this, like, I want her. Okay. So, lo and behold, somewhere, somehow, one of your homeboys end up going on a date with one of her friends, right? So this particular night, you're hanging out with the homegirl. So the homeboy is like, listen, the girl that you've been trying to get at, the girl that you wanted, the girl that you was just drooling over, I got you in, my boy. I got you in. And so it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You my homie. You know what's up. That's what's up. I can't wait. I can't wait. So y'all go on a double date. So your homeboy with his date, and they're going to do whatever. You with this girl that you've been trying to get for the longest, finally. And maybe it was a charity date. Maybe it was second one for the team. I don't know for certain. I just know the events that you're telling me after it happened. So, after the date, we get to school and there's talks and there's rumors going around about this double date that happened this past weekend, right? And so I was like, I'm so glad I followed my first mind. You know, you had your parents or your grandparents tell you follow your first mind because that's usually the right one. That's usually the right thing to do. I'm so glad I followed my first mind and stayed out of it. So, we finally get to a point to where, because I'm hearing all the rumors, but I'm not saying nothing. I'm minding my business and my business is minding me. So we finally get to a point where we're able to sit down and have a conversation. We're able to sit down and talk. So I'm sitting down and I'm looking at him because basically it's like, I told you. Like, I'm looking at you like I told you so. Like, I told you if this go bad, I don't want to hear nothing. It won't be on me. And so at this point, you can't say anything. You can't say anything to me at all. At all. At all. You can't say nothing to me. At all. And so I walk in and I was like, what's up? What's up? Because we're meeting up to have a conversation. Because, of course, as I stated, like, I'm a confidant. I'm sis. Like, we need to talk. Sis, we need to talk. So I was like, okay, what's up? What's going on? What's the goings on? What's the goings on? I need to start watching Nick at night. I love her. But anyway, so I was like, what's up? What's going on? And so he was like, so I know you heard about the double date. I said, I heard little odds and ends. And I was like, but, I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth. I'd rather hear the truth. I'd rather hear exactly what happened. I don't want no fed through, watered down information. Talk to me. Talk to me, love. Talk to me. Tell me what happened. Tell me what's going on. So he was like, all right. So homeboy hit me up and he was like, yo, the girl that you've been barking at, the girl that you've been trying to get to is with my date. And I'm taking my date out. So if you want this opportunity, you need to show up right now. I was like, oh, okay. And so he was like, yeah. So, I was like, bet. And so he was like, because homegirl was like, she was like, yo, what we gonna call her, honey? Target. So the Target girl, not like the store Target, but Target, like an actual Target. She's the Target audience. She's the target. She's the prize. You know what I'm saying? Target. So he was like, the Target girl was like, you got a boy for me. You got a boy for me because I'm not about to be a third wheel on this. And so he was like, yeah, let me call my homeboy. He was like, but homeboy didn't say who it was. He was like, I'm just calling my homeboy, and whoever pull up, like that's who pull up. And so she was like, oh, okay, cool. So she not thinking like it was you who been barking at her all this time. We're gonna call you persistent. She's not thinking it's persistent. She's not thinking it's you. She's thinking it's somebody else. Because she has no clue that y'all are really close like that. She has no idea that that's your homeboy. So, persistent pulls up and she's like, oh, what is this? What are we doing? It's like, listen, either you roll with this or you be the third wheel. And so, you and your homegirl are real close at the time. So, it's like, I don't want to mess up my relationship with my homegirl. Like, I don't want to be like the party pooper, so it's like, all right, let me roll with it. So he was like, it's like, all right, cool. And so he was like, persistent was like, just give me a chance, Target. Like, just give me a chance. Like, a lot of times, you know, y'all females, you know how y'all do. Y'all overlook the nice guy. And I was like, please stop saying that. Please stop saying that the nice guy finished last. That is not the case. When y'all, I cannot stand men who be like, oh, the girl in 7th grade who turned me down, you broke my heart, so now you gonna break every other woman's heart who didn't even know you existed in 7th grade. That child in 7th grade told you no and she wanted to be with somebody else. Your children at this point. Even if you were in middle school, your children at this point. Why are you even thinking about that? It's crazy. Like, be a gentleman. And if she turn you down, she missing out. She missing out. Not you. She missing out. Then you go be with somebody else who appreciate it. Crazy. Anyway, so he was like, you know, the nice guys finish last. And I was like, oh my God, they don't. And I was like, but here you go. And I was like, and a lot of times if she's turning you down, why wouldn't it be? I said, y'all don't ever think like maybe that's protection. Maybe that's God like telling you like, hey, saving you, buddy. Because she may be cute, but she might be the Tasmanian devil. She might be the Tasmanian devil in character. And you don't even realize like God is like, I'm helping you. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. I was like, but anyway, get on with the story. So he was like, okay, yeah. So we go to the movies. We go to the movie, you know, we having a good time. And he was like, you know, she kind of tense. Like, she not really feeling it. Because, you know, she's upset because I pull up. And so I'm like, why don't you just give it a chance? Like, you may just have a good time. Mind you, persistent, you know, he all right. He all right. But he all right. Like, he's somebody's type, but he was very nice. He was extremely nice. And so, but he was also very funny. And so basically he was like, you know, just give it a chance. And so he was like, you don't know me personally, you know, like, let me just talk to you. And he was extremely intelligent. He's extremely smart. So it was like, he was like, just let me talk to you. Just give me a chance. Like, let me give you my personality type feel. So, you know, he was like, as the movie was going on, like, she kind of, you know, was softening up and was, you know, letting her guard down. And then they started talking, having conversation. They were vibing. And so after the movie, they go to, of course, dinner. They go to dinner. They really having a good time. It's all four of them, you know. So she's with her homegirl. So she's kind of loosening up, you know. And so he was like, yeah, so things are going good. Like, we having a good time. Like, we, you know, we chilling, we laughing. We already did the movie. We already did, you know, dinner. He was like, so after that, you know, we, because as I told y'all, like, we have a beach, you know, we live in a beach town. And there's like a pier or whatever. So you have things and places where you can make a nice romantic date. Real talk. So he was like, so, you know, I was like, yeah, let's go to the pier. Let's go to the pier. And so he was like, he told his homeboy, he was like, come on, let's go to the pier. Let's go to the pier. And so homeboy was like, the pier? He was like, man, let's go to the pier. So they go to the pier. So it was like, okay, so y'all able to go do y'all thing. And we able to go do our, you know, we able to go do our thing. So we walking. And he was like, and that way she can get to know me better. And so he was like, you know, she started loosening up. And so you was starting to give me a chance. You was starting to feel me, right? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. And so he was like, yeah. So he was like, everything was going good. Everything was chilling. Like, we was literally like walking the pier. We was chilling. We was having a good time. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And so he was like, so, like, of course, like, we're split off. So, you know, homeboy and his date doing their thing. So, you know, like, we talking, we chilling, and she vibing with me. So it was like, you know, as she's vibing, you know, we kissing or whatever. And so we wanted to take it there. And I was like, oh, for real? And he was like, oh, you shocked? You shocked? And I was like, okay, first of all, let's not pretend like we some kind of mad. Because first of all, she was denying you. The reason why your name is persistent, you had to be persistent, persistently going after her. And she didn't even know it was you. The only reason you had this opportunity is because of your homeboy, not because of you. I said, so yeah, I'm a little shocked that she was willing to go there. She was willing to take it to the next level because she wasn't even feeling you. She wasn't giving you nothing. And so he was like, you right. He was like, but at this point in time, I gotta see it through, my boy. I gotta see it through. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't blame you, because if she's willing, she's agreeing, by all means, yeah, go for it. And so he was like, yeah, he was like, so, we chilling, things, we kissing, we talking, things going well, things going good. And so he was like, she giving me a warning, I said, a warning? He was like, yeah, giving me a warning. He's like, you know how some women do. We be like, this cookie snatch gonna turn you out. This cookie snatch gonna make you go crazy. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah. He was like, so she giving me a warning. So me, I'm like, oh yeah. And I was so like, I'm going in my, in my wallet, and I'm putting out protection. I was like, okay, what's up? That's what's up. Big ups, much respect. He was like, oh, most definitely. And so he was like, I'm pulling out protection, so I'm ready. And so, like, I'm taking off clothes and, getting comfortable, getting ready, because I'm about to put it on her. I was like, not too much, but okay, go ahead. And so he was like, and then I'm like, what is that smell? I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? And he was like, no, listen to me. I literally was trying to hype myself up and was like, no, I'm tripping. He was like, because where we were, like I didn't smell this smell before she started taking off her clothes. And I was like, well, maybe, and I was like, well, maybe it was like, I was like, because sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean like she doesn't have good hygiene, but because sometimes like women, depending on your genetic makeup, depending on where you are, like some women just easily sweat. And if you have a multitude of hair, then like that traps like your sweat, and that's where like a smell comes from. He was like, nah. He's like, quit playing with me. He was like we play, like men, we play basketball, so we know like how sweat smells. Like he was like, I know how, like, so there's a difference between sweat and something wrong. There's a difference between sweat and something wrong. Something's off. And I was like, okay. And so he was like, so I'm, like I'm constantly like, nah, I'm trying to psych myself out. Like I'm trying to get out of it. Like, nah, that ain't what's going on, because this girl is popular. There is no way you got this issue going on. And so when you said that, like I just started, like I'm really like in tune now, because a lot of times men take the popular girls, or the girls who got everything together, or she got name brand, she got weave galore. Nothing against the girls who wear the wigs and stuff, but like you just have this certain look and you think like there's no way anything is wrong with her. You be overlooking like the little homely girls. The girls who don't have to wear like the makeup, and who don't mind doing the lashes, who don't mind not getting their nails done. Like I'm just saying, like the girls who like, I'd rather put on some sweatpants and we chill out. Yeah, the ones who be, oh no, you have to take me over here. You have to spend over $1,000. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, because this is what I preached back then as well. It's like you overlook the nice, just like y'all are like women overlook the nice guys. Y'all overlook the nice girls too. And call them sis. Sir. Anyway. Anyway, so I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, I just, in my mind, I'm saying, nah, there's no way. And then I want this. And I've been after her. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go, like, to, I say, yeah, you got to finish the job, because you've been on her, because this is your girl. Remember, like, this is your everything. Like, she's made for you, and I'm rubbing it in, like, all the stuff you said. So you copying me a look like, don't be smart. Like, don't be smart. Don't be smart, because I got the I told you so face on this whole time, but I'm in tune because I'm nosy. So talk to me. So he was like, yeah. So I'm sitting there going like, nah, I'm going to see this through. And so he was like, once like she had took off her panties, it was like, it got worse. And I was like, And he was like, yeah, it got worse. So I'm sitting here going, and I was like, so, and he was like, and I'm sitting here going in my mind, do I do this or do I walk away? And I was like, okay. And I was like, so the walk away part, he was like, if I walk away, like this girl, like she's got undressed. Like if I walk away like that, that's going to make her feel bad. Like that's rejection. I said, all you had to do was say like, hey, let's just wait a little while. You know, he was like, nah. I'm telling you, like, that don't work for me. Okay. And so he was like, so I'm like, okay, I gotta keep going. And I was like, okay. And so he was like, so, you know, I'm putting on my protection and we proceed to do the do. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad. So I was like, oh, so you didn't say? And he was like, no. He was like, I even faked my situation. So like, I'd be like, nah. So he was like, you know, when we were done, it was like, you know, homeboy was like, you know, look like, you know, we walking back up, like we're meeting back up. And so homeboy was like, when we got like in the car together, like, cause they went their way and we went our way. And homeboy was like, so what's up, boy? And he was like, no, I was like, you was telling him no? He was like, yeah. I was telling him, And so he was like, what's wrong? Like, what? You been after this girl. You been persistent. You want this girl. Like, what's the problem? He was like, right. She got a smell. He was like, yo, not her. I said, so that's how we got around the school, homeboy? He was like, yeah. I was like, He was like, right. And I was like, he was like, so you heard things, right? I was like, yeah, I heard things. And I said, and I was just waiting for you to say something. And so he was like, yeah, so you gonna tell your homegirl she got a smell? No, not me. I said, did you tell her homegirl, the one who she hang out with, to tell her she got a smell? He was like, yeah, I talked to her too. And I was like, yo, what's up? And so he was like, and he was like, how do y'all don't smell it? And I was like, I promise you, it's never that type of party for me. I was like, but I don't be around her when she's undressing. And I was like, but he was like, no, what I'm saying is the way that it smelled, you should smell that before you go anywhere. And I was like, well, maybe, I don't know. I said, I don't know. I don't hang around her like that. I don't know. I said, your best bet is to tell her homegirl, to tell her, you know, to let her know. Well, of course, lo and behold, all this stuff is getting around school. So Target is pissed off because it's like, first of all, this was a intimate type situation. And now the whole school knows about this intimate type situation about the dude that you have persistently denied over and over and over. Now the whole school knows about this situation. And then, of course, they done add their little salt, pepper, seasoning salt, smoked paprika, and all this other stuff to the story. So now, of course, it's more on it. And then it's a mess. But it's a lot. But it's tea. But it's tea. So, of course, like, you walk into the classroom and... you walk into the class. So I'm talking to your homegirl. We're sitting in the classroom. And so she was like, so you heard some stuff that's going on? I was like, yeah, I heard. And so here comes Target, and you walking in. You was like, what's going on? what's going on, because you know I'm cool with Persistent, and you know me and Persistent are really, really cool. So you come to me and you was like, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, why are you coming to me? But I guess because, I mean, you know, we cool, but it's like, why you ain't go to Homeboy? Because him and Homeboy real cool too. Why you coming to me? And so I was like, what you mean, what's going on? She was like, I know you heard what's going on around the school. Like, don't play with me. And I was like, first of all, change your tone. What are you asking? Like, I'm not understanding. What are you asking of me? Just because I hear some stuff going on around the school, you know, I was like, every week, every 2 days, it's somebody else. It's something. I've been part of the street community rumor stuff, and I be listening like, dang, my life lit. And the stuff that they were saying about me was not true. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're in it, it's totally different. Outside, it's like, oh, you will never think it's you. And then when it's you, it's totally different. It's a different feel. It's a different vibe. And then during that time, it was like, there's no internet where you can show videos or show pictures where you can prove like, this is a lie, this is not true, this is etc., etc. You just had to go off the telephone game. And it was like, and wait till it died down. And it didn't necessarily die down within 2 days like y'all stuff died down within 2 days, because it seems like there's always a story within 2 days, sometimes within 2 minutes. So you just had to wait until the people were literally tired of talking about it. So I was like, I don't understand what you want me to, like, would you just tell your homeboy to stop talking about me? Tell your homeboy to stop lying on me, because I don't want no parts of this. Like, I'm really pissed off. I'm really pissed off. I didn't want to be in it in the first place, but look at here. I'm in it. Like, I'm in it. And I'm pissed off because it's like, girl, why are you coming to me? And so I'm like, okay, like, I'll pass the message, but I don't know what I can do. So anyway, so she leaves out. And so her homegirl is sitting next to me, and I was like, so I caught her a look, and so she was like, girl. Girl. I said, did Persistent talk to you? And so she was like, yeah, he talked to me. And I told him, like, I'm not like around her like that. And when she is around me, like, I don't smell nothing. I was like, right, the same thing that I said. So I was like, I don't know what to tell him. But anyway, so me and Persistent meet up after school, and I'm like, how did I get in it? And so he's laughing, and because I'm like, how did I get in it? He was like, you tried your hardest to stay out of it, and look, you're in it. He was like, but what I will say, I'm never dating anybody else from your school ever. ever. And he kept his word too. He literally kept his word. He never dated anybody else from my school ever. And it's crazy. No, it's not crazy. I mean, that's your preference. So yeah, that's the story time of tell your girl she got a smell. High school rumors was brutal. Do you hear me? Brutal.